So we're gonna talk about sovereignty. Let's talk about sovereignty. I'm gonna try my best not to use profanity because I hate stooping to the level of ignorance, right? So I'm gonna fly high. Now, when we talking about sovereignty, especially in the brotherhood of the silent and speaking flame, within the mythos and the ethos of the flame era, and within the Moran nation, right? We're not talking about some political concept. We're not talking about some man-made demarcation lines. We're not talking about some parchment paper, having some words on some paper. We're not talking about some type of permission. We ain't talking about none of that. See, we got to understand that everything has its lower laws and it has its higher laws, and law governs all events. So when you're dealing with the flame bearer eternal, the Muran nation, the silent, the brotherhood of the silent and speaking flame, we always talking about higher laws, occult laws, occultism. We'll get into that later. But when we talk about sovereignty, what we mean in the flame era, the flame ethos, we mean one's right to define one's own identity. Who are you? One's right to define one's own lineage. You don't need nobody telling you you come from slaves, you was a slave, and this and that third. You can define your own lineage because you probably have more than one bloodline mixed in. So you can go ahead and pick that bloodline that you want to choose and go that route. We also talking about one's own right to believe how one wants to believe and to practice the faith or religion if one wants to, that one decides. You want to be Muslim? Fine. You want to be Christian? Fine. You want to be atheist? Fine. You want to be Buddhist, Hindu, whatever you want to be? That's on you. In your soul contract, whatever resonates with you and what you need to become better, that's for you and it's for nobody else to touch. And you got to own that. That's what sovereignty means. Knowing that you have the right to draw boundaries around these realms that we speaking of. This is what sovereignty means when you talking about it in the Moronic nation, the brotherhood of the silent and speaking flame. And in the flame era, it means true spiritual, psychological, emotional, intellectual, financial freedom. And I'm bringing this up because you're always going to have people who try to put you back into those bounds. But it's a new time now. It ain't time for bounds. You're always going to have people that are going to try to tell you, um, why you wearing the feds? Don't you know so and so said this about the feds? Why you got a Quran? Why you going into the church building? All of that rhetoric, dogma, and ideology, you gotta let them have that. And in your head and mind, or your mind and heart, you have to be free and know that that's just you talking because you boxed in. But in my heart and mind, I have my own jurisdiction, my own realm of beliefs and what I understand. Right? We have to know this because people are gonna try. People are gonna always try to put claim or monopoly on knowledge, religions, philosophies, and all of that. And they don't properly understand that there are certain things that transcend monopolies. You can't monopolize universal principles. You can't monopolize universal, infinite, eternal knowledge. You can't monopolize that. Nobody owns religion. Nobody owns spirituality, I should say. The idea of one being connected to source and being the best that one can be, which is spirituality, nobody owns that. And that's expressed in many different ways, but the essence of that thing is the same. And just because religions have strayed and lost track of what that was originally intended for, it doesn't matter. Allow no one Allow no one to shackle your mind, shackle your heart, or shame you because you resonate and feel or believe in what you feel, resonate, and believe in. Practice sovereignty, my friend. According to the flame heir and the flame bearer eternal, Caliph Ron, practice sovereignty. Be free. Allow no one to say, this man is over your head, and so you have to do what he said or what she said. Don't you know that this person said that we shouldn't move like this and move like that? Now, people who talking like that are acting as if you also aren't a vessel and a channel for the Most High, for your higher self, and for the source. Why do I need to hear what he said? I have direct connection to the source. So do you. We have direct connection to the flame, the primordial intelligence, the eternal principle of consciousness, truth, wisdom, transformation, and illumination that gets rid of all ignorance. You have access, my friend. So do I. Let's practice sovereignty. It's going to be more videos on this sovereignty because we live in a world of people who try to shackle others, draw lines, bounds, try to monopolize knowledge, monopolize universal principles. Not in the flame era, not according to Caliph Ron, the flame bearer eternal. It's not going to work. I'm here to illuminate. With that being said, I hope to see y'all in the next video. Be free, my friend. Practice sovereignty. Peace.